Today we are doing the exact glam from my removal video of hooded eyes, the lip combo, and all the secrets. The comments were flooded, and honestly, this eye technique is a game changer for hooded lids. Let's dive in. This is so quick. Prep is everything if you want long-lasting matte makeup. I start with a primer that gives that plump, gloss skin effect. You won't even feel the makeup on your face, even if it's full glam, just because of this step. And this is the only one primer that doesn't peel under any of my foundations. I've tasted it with all of them. Next is foundation. The goal is the second skin finish. If you use too much product here, the eye makeup won't stand out later. I apply it with the dab motions. This way, all the facial hair and any flakes, if you have them, stay smooth and lay down. The foundation is radiant and perfect for covering blemishes. Look at my cheek. Yes, of course I'm going to the event on Monday and my blemishes are coming as my +1. Set everything with powder. I want a fully matte finish, no shine, but still keeping that subtle glow underneath. I love this powder. It always makes my skin look polished. No pores, no texture, just flawless. Next is eye makeup. This is where most people go wrong with the hooded eyes. Don't close your eyes when drawing the crease. Keep them open and see that fake crease? This is your new guideline. Take a mid-tone matte eyeshadow and start dabbing it into the crease, holding your brush perpendicular. Don't swipe side to side with your eyes closed. Keep your eyes open and place the color strategically, right into the hooded area. Then you can gently blend side to side and build up the intensity. Add the same eyeshadow to the lower lash line and along the sides of the nose. Look how we sculpt the eyes. It instantly creates more space and definition. Now do the same on the other side. Always look straight into the mirror and keep your eyes relaxed. And this shade is our transition, our base. Above it, we can go in with something deeper. Now take a black eye pencil and apply it all around the eyes, upper and lower waterline. And this one is my favorite. It used to be too creamy when I first got it, but after I accidentally left it open, it dried out slightly, and now it's just perfect. So if your pencil is too creamy, just leave it open for a bit and you will notice the difference. Blend the pencil outward, creating an almost straight line from the inner to the outer corner, focusing more on the outer part. One eye might come out slightly thicker than the other, that's normal. Just adjust the blends them. Then take a small blending brush and set the pencil with a matte dark chocolate eyeshadow. Press it right on top. Don't blend too far, just lock it in so it doesn't transfer. You can also sketch a clean lower edge, like a continuation of your lower lash line. Below that line, don't blend anything. Keep it sharp. If needed, clean up the edges with a thin, precise brush. Only now go in with your dark matte eyeshadow on the mobile lid. I like using my fingertip for maximum intensity. Build it up slowly, checking your placement. If you have long nails, use a flat brush and apply in thin layers with the dab motions. Then go back to your original blending brush and softly diffuse the edges. Hold it perpendicular, don't swipe away the pigment from the center. Just soften the borders, that's it. Repeat on the other eye. Apply, even it out, fix any patches, and blend the edges. Yes, it's repetitive and bit boring, but this is blending and it needs to be perfect. I go slightly above my natural crease, so just to smooth the gradient and create the illusion of bigger, more open eyes. And now my favorite part, sparkle. I could leave it matte, but I always want that shine. It adds light, dimension, and that beautiful wet effect. You can apply it just in the center or across the whole lid. I'm going all over. Use your fingers for a more intense metallic finish or a brush for a softener effect. If the dark eye makeup makes you look a bit tired, here's a trick. Add a touch of blush to the outer corners of the eyes. It ties the whole look together and adds freshness. Apply the same blush to the cheeks, just lightly. And the focus is still on the eyes, but this step makes everything look more harmonious. And let's finish with mascara. I love long separated lashes. And about the lip combo, you asked a lot about it. With this eye makeup, it might feel a bit dramatic, but paired with just mascara or a softener eye, it looks absolutely gorgeous. You can really control the intensity here. 1 layer for daytime, 3 layers for full evening look. And I'm adding a waterproof blush from Fenty Beauty right to the center of the lips. This berry tone, I'm obsessed. Have you ever noticed how much life you can bring back to the cooler, gray-toned makeup? So fresh, so balanced. Final touch, highlighter in the inner corner. That little sparkle instantly opens up the eyes. I love this effect. By the way, you can find all the products in my shop My, and I've organized everything there the way I personally use and love it, and it's like my current beauty wardrobe in one place. So if you download the Shop My app and create your profile, you'll see all my top picks, combinations, and go-to products. It's the easiest way to keep everything saved and ready when you need it. Check out the link in the description. And this is the full makeup, eyes and lips. What would you choose? Do you usually go for an eye focus look or a lip moment? And now that you have that look, you need to know how to remove it without damaging your skin, right? So you need to watch this video. And I saw all your comments and filmed it the very next day. Thank you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.